Welcome in, welcome all to another edition of TGPW, the Gorilla Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling in Fire Pro Wrestling. I, of course, am your host, as always, the Swink, Nick Swinky, coming to you on the YouTube channel. And if you haven't yet, like the channel, well, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications so you stay up to date on all the latest in TGPW. But here we are with episode 2 of Take the Crown. The tournament to crown the inaugural TGPW Women's Champion. And here in episode 2 we have the 4 remaining first round matches of the TGPW Women's Title Tournament. And if you missed episode 1, you can always go back and watch that one on the channel. There will be a handy dandy playlist available, courtesy of the icon in the corner, to let you catch up on the tournament and also all the rest of the TGPW shows if you missed them. Easy for me to say. I'm a little tongue-tied and twisted. But to quickly recap episode 1 of the show, we had Athena versus Maggie Lee, Kylie Rae versus Jade Cargill, Willow Nightingale versus Queen Aminata, Skye Blue versus VertVixen, and we got our first huge upset of the tournament in our very first match of the tournament, as Maggie Lee knocked off the number 1 seed Athena. Also, Kylie Rae defeats Jade Cargill, Willow Nightingale scoring the victory over Queen Aminata, and Skye Blue eliminating VertVixen. So we now know it will be Maggie Lee versus Kylie Rae and Willow Nightingale versus Skye Blue in the first two of our 4 quarterfinal matchups. And these 4 matches on episode 2 here will determine who will be in the other 2 quarterfinal matches on the other side of the brackets. First up, we have Kenzie Paige taking on Great Sakuya. Later on in the show, you will see Missa Kate versus Masha Slamovich, Stephanie Vaquer versus Heather Reckless, and the main event of episode 2, Megan Bayne versus Kamille. That will round out the first round of the tournament. But right here, Great Sakuya choking Kenzie Paige. I think she had a rope in her hand, or a chain or some kind, as referee Aubrey Edwards admonishing Great Sakuya for using that chain. Elbow drop from Kylie misses, but Sakuya comes off the top of the double stomp, then hits her with a super kick. Off the top, the elbow drop by Kenzie. Misses the Kenzie cutter though. Off the ropes, hits the running kick, does the Great Sakuya. Kenzie is dazed, gets caught with a roll-up. 2 and no. Kenzie Paige nearly eliminated right there in the early goings of this one. Here's a quick cover and a 2 count only. Northern Light suplex with the bridge. Did she get her? No, a 2.9 kick out right there from Kenzie Paige. Kenzie drops the elbow. Connected this time into the Boston Crab now. Great Sakuya escapes. Great Sakuya, of course, the daughter of the Great Muta. We saw her at our last event. This is the rolling elbow out of the corner. And Kenzie able to capitalize with the elbow drop. There's the rounding body press, but a rope break. And then a suplex there by Kenzie, who decides to do a dance. I don't understand what that's all about. Then hits an elbow drop. Sakuya off the ropes, catches her with the boot. To the top again goes Sakuya and hits the missile dropkick to the back of the head. Rolls her over. 2 and 3. Great Sakuya knocks off Kenzie Paige here in round 1. We are on to match 2 here. It is Chicago's sweetheart Missa Kate in action in this first round matchup. Coming out here decked out in Blackhawks colors. Her opponent in this first round matchup is Masha Slamovich. Known in some circles as Russian Dynamite. We saw Masha Slamovich at our last event at Guerrilla Warfare 2024. She was a partner of Great Sakuya in a 8-woman tag that they were victorious in, as it was Masha Slamovich, Great Sakuya, Athena, and Skye Blue. They got the win over Willow Nightingale, Queen Aminata, VertVixen, and Kylie Rae on that night. Skye Blue pinning Willow Nightingale to win that match. And so far we've seen Skye Blue and Great Sakuya advance from that 4-woman team. But Athena did not advance, as she was upset in the very first match of this tournament by Maggie Lee, the underdog, coming all the way from the 16 spot to knock off the number 1 seed. Like something out of NCAA March Madness basketball, with a lower seeded team shocking the higher seeded team. Already in this episode, we've seen Great Sakuya advance with the win over Kenzie Paige. Tennessee native Kenzie Paige, trained under Dr. Tom Pritchard and Kane, falling to Great Sakuya, the daughter of the Great Muta, as we just saw in our previous match here in episode 2. As mentioned earlier, still to come in this episode, Stephanie Vaquer versus Heather Reckless. And our final match in the first round of the tournament, Megan Bayne versus Kamille. Elbow drop off the top by Missa Kate. Has Masha stunned, but Masha able to counter into a cross body and gets a 1 count. Air raid crash into the cover, hooks the leg. Not even a 2 count. Kick out of 1 by Missa Kate. Drop down by Masha, but they just collide, and a drop kick in the corner from Masha. Now clubbering forearm shots. Drop Missa Kate as the King Kong knee drop from the top by Masha Slamovich. Missa comes back, goes for a quick cover, gets 2 for Masha. Able to get up the shoulder up, but a counter by Masha off the Irish whip. Drops another elbow from the top and a third. 2 consecutive top rope elbow drops. Fisherman suplex with a bridge, but Masha able to get her foot under the bottom rope, forcing the break there. And another elbow drop from the top by Missa Kate. Missa Kate just dropping bows here. Takes her down with a lariat, does Missa Kate. It's again to the top. It's another elbow drop. If you're keeping count here, I believe that's about 5 elbow drops from the top by Missa Kate we've seen in this match. Counter into the Thez press, and now the Fist of Fury, the Thez press. Stone Cold. Oh, wait. Wrong wrestler. Here we go. Hooks her up. Cradle pile driver by Masha Slamovich drags her out towards the center. But Missa Kate goes to the top again and hits a 6th elbow drop from the top. I think that's 6. This is like a drinking game. Drink every time you see a top rope elbow drop, snap suplex, and then the lariat. Oh, there it is. The kick, but she does not go for the cover. Instead, picks her up and hits a lariat. Went for another one, but misses. Inzaguri connects, though. That kick connects, and there's that kick, and that may be it. And it is. The kick fillet seals the deal for Missa Kate as she knocks off Masha Slamovich and advances to the quarterfinal. Match 3 here in episode 2 of Take the Crown. The tournament to crown the first ever TGPW Women's Champion. Here comes La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer, to the ring, representing CMLL, the Chilean wrestler. And her opponent, the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy trainee, the Devil's Little Princess, Heather Reckless. And this is the 7th of our 8 first-round matchups. To review, Maggie Lee, Kylie Rae, Willow Nightingale, Skye Blue, Great Sakuya, and Missa Kate have advanced so far. Who will join them in this one? Will it be Stephanie Vaquer? Will it be Heather Reckless? Also, still to come, our main event of episode 2 of Take the Crown is Megan Bayne versus Kamille, which is our final match in the first round of the tournament, and will determine who will round out the quarterfinals. Then the winner of this match, Stephanie Vaquer, Heather Reckless, will face the winner of that match, Megan Bayne and Kamille. And based on the matches earlier in this episode, we now know it will be Great Sakuya versus Missa Kate in the quarterfinals. And that match will be coming your way in episode 3 of TGPW Take the Crown. Coming to YouTube very soon. And if you haven't yet, make sure you have notifications on so you get notified when episode 3 of Take the Crown drops. So you can watch that. But right here, Heather Reckless, Stephanie Vaquer. I mentioned earlier, Heather Reckless, a trainee of the Black and Brave Academy, training under Tyler Black and Merrick Brave. Tyler Black, better known these days as Seth Freakin' Rollins. And now we have a back and forth exchange with Heather Reckless getting the better of Vaquer there, then hits the double stomp off the ropes, does Reckless. But a European uppercut by Vaquer, then just a straight up kick to the back. Vaquer picks her up out of a deadlift, but there's a step up Inzi by Heather Reckless. Irish whip flying head scissor right into the neck scissors. But Heather sends Vaquer to the floor. Vaquer quickly gets back into the ring, though. Another tijeras by Vaquer. The snap suplex by La Primera. Just a slap to the face stuns Reckless long enough for her to hit that satellite head scissors. I don't know what Vaquer was looking for there, but she got caught with a DDT by Reckless. Reckless shoots her off and hits a tijeras of her own. Oh, I think she was looking for an enziguri there, but got caught with a kick from Vaquer and now into the SDF. And she's got it locked in tight. But Heather refuses to capitulate, hits the Hurricane Rana, rebounds off the ropes into the moonsault. A slap by Vaquer just stuns Reckless. She hits another tijeras. Crossbody off the top by Vaquer. But a rope break saves Reckless there. DDT, single leg Boston Crab now. Super kick, but a counter by Reckless. And a standing surfboard by Reckless. Northern Lights suplex with the bridge. 2 and 2.9 kick out by Reckless. Reckless went for a cutter there, but missed. Drop kick to the knee, though. Takes down Vaquer. Vaquer sent into the turnbuckle. Both these women making their TGPW debuts here. Flying head scissor again. Hooks the leg. 2 and no. I don't know what they were looking for there, but they both missed. DDT by Reckless. As Vaquer stunned, drop kick to the knee. Reckless goes to the top. Frog splash connects to the back. Drop kick to the face. But a snap suplex by Vaquer. Vaquer feeding off the energy of the crowd. Hits a splash off the top and nearly got her there. Only get a 2 count though. And a splash this time to the back of Reckless. Both women spent here. Exerting a lot of energy in this match. The quickness that Reckless how she gets to the top and is able to hit a series of frog splashes to the back of Vaquer. What's Vaquer doing here? Springboard missile drop kick. That lucha style on display of Vaquer here in this matchup. Back and forth we go. Both women trading super kicks. But Vaquer with a cover and gets the 3 count. Stephanie Vaquer wins the battle here against Heather Reckless and is moving on to the quarterfinal. All right, we've come to that point in the episode. This is our final match of the episode, our main event of episode 2, if you will, of TGPW presents Take the Crown, the tournament to crown the inaugural TGPW Women's Champion. And this is the final match in the quarterfinals of the TGPW Women's Title Tournament. Megasis Megan Bayne in the ring. Joining her here is the Brick House, Kamille. And this is going to be the battle between 2 Amazon women. I mean, look at this, man. This is like something you would see on the island of Themyscira, that's for sure. Oh, man. Man, what strength by Megan Bayne. That shoulder tackle just set Kamille for a ride. Oh, man. Big slam by Kamille. Kamille, we've seen, if you're an avid follower of TGPW, you know Kamille has been a mainstay in TGPW for quite some time now. Kamille most often associated with Jade Cargill and of course, Marty Drip Drip. But they're competing here in singles action. We saw Jade Cargill in the tournament earlier, unfortunately coming up short against Kylie Rae. Kamille hoping to have better luck than her partner, Jade, as she takes on the debuting Megasis Megan Bayne here. And so far, this has been about what I expected here. Just two powerhouse women going at it. She got her by the throat, hits the choke slam, does Megan Bayne, then drives the knee right into the back of Kamille. Has Kamille up, hanging vertical suplex, drops her, and just stomps her right in the chest. But Kamille catches her with that back elbow coming off the ropes. Slips out of the attempted body slam. Does Kamille. Oh, that was a bit low. Lariat just about took Camille's head off, but she quickly got back up. Swinging slam by the Megasis. It doesn't follow up right away. Tombstone pile driver. That could be it. Two and no. This would have been a short one, but a 2.9 kick out there by Kamille. The winner of this match will face Stephanie Vaquer in the quarterfinals. This being our final first round matchup. The quarterfinals will be coming your way in episode 3. Oh, ripcord just right into that palm strike to the face. Nothing fancy there. Spins her around with that boss man slam. You've seen the power and the strength on display of Megan Bayne so far in this matchup. And now Kamille, showing off her strength, picks up Megan Bayne with a hanging vertical suplex. And there's a hangman's neckbreaker by Kamille. Kamille shoots her off, picks her up in the gorilla press. Impressive feat of strength by Kamille, able to get the Megasis up with that. Like I said, both of these women just Amazon women. Oh, the senton just crushes Kamille, but you can see that Megan Bayne is winded. This could be the opening that Kamille needs to get back into this matchup. But, oh, again, Megan Bayne goes low. I'm surprised Aubrey Edwards hasn't disqualified Megan Bayne yet. Oh, variation on the F5 there by Megan Bayne. Did she get it? And she did. Megasis Megan Bayne, impressive in her TGPW debut as she just woman handles Kamille and wins this match. Megan Bayne with her variation on the F5 with the victory over Kamille. Unfortunately, Kamille eliminated in this tournament. That means that Megan Bayne moves on to the quarterfinals, the final woman to qualify for the quarterfinals. And she will face Stephanie Vaquer coming up in episode 3 of TGPW Presents Take the Crown, the tournament to crown the inaugural TGPW Women's Champion. We now know all the matches in the quarterfinals, as the quarterfinals have been set. Also in episode 3, in addition to, as I mentioned, Stephanie Vaquer versus Megan Bayne, we will also see Maggie Lee versus Kylie Rae. Maggie Lee hoping to continue her Cinderella story as she was able to knock off Athena in the first round. Can she knock off Kylie Rae in episode 3 here in the quarterfinal round and punch her ticket to the semifinals and continue this run? Willow Nightingale will take on Skye Blue. We've seen a new attitude from Skye Blue since the last time we saw her at TGPW way back in 2022. We saw that attitude on display at Guerrilla Warfare 2024 in the 8-woman tag. In that match, she actually pinned her opponent here in the quarterfinals, Willow Nightingale, to win that match, as these two will now square off one-on-one in the quarterfinals of this tournament. Will Willow get her revenge against Skye Blue, eliminating her from the tournament and taking away her chance to become the inaugural TGPW Women's Champion? Or will Skye Blue continue her run and advance to the semifinals? Also, we will see the daughter of the Great Muta, the Great Sakuya, the mysterious Great Sakuya, take on Missa Kate, Chicago's sweetheart. We saw Missa Kate knock off an accomplished women's wrestler in Masha Slamovich here in the first round of the tournament. Great Sakuya also knocking off Kenzie Paige, the young upstart Kenzie Paige, one of the members of Pretty Empowered. But Great Sakuya running through her in the first round. She will face Missa Kate in the second round, the quarterfinals, if you will. If you will. And as I mentioned earlier, Stephanie Vaquer versus Maggie Bayne is our final quarterfinal match. Stephanie Vaquer earlier in this episode victorious over Heather Reckless and a back and forth matchup. And then we just saw Maggie Bayne in her impressive debut in TGPW knocking off Kamille. Stephanie Vaquer, a well-traveled, world-renowned women's wrestler, and in a styles clash against Megan Bayne, who is going to try to use her size, her power, and her strength to her advantage over Vaquer and her technical prowess. And those are your quarterfinal matches coming up in episode 3 of TGPW Take the Crown. And that's going to do it here for episode 2 of TGPW Take the Crown. If you haven't yet, please like this video. Please share it. Please leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to get the notifications so when you can watch the next episode of TGPW, the Gorilla Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling and Fire Pro Wrestling. Once again, I am your host, the Swink Nick Swinky. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.